Have you guys ever downed so much water span of a couple of seconds that all of a sudden you don't really recognize the type of person you are anymore because you're just relieved that water could provide you with enough sustain to last just like a whole lifetime? Yeah, that's basically what happened to me. Hello, everybody. I apologize for the delay for today, but we're gonna be playing some more Final Fantasy 16. Probably gonna go a little bit late into the night tonight, but that's okay. That's okay. This time, update came out, and there are now more gameplay methods that I could work with. So I'm not sure if I want to change it now that I've been used to Type C for so long. But also, I can turn off the motion blur finally. That's one of the few things that I've actually really wanted for the game. We're gonna hit continue. We're gonna keep it on pushing. That's they not having motion blur on is so weird. Hold on, wait. Now I'm just hold on. Now I'm just curious. Turn that up to 5. That okay? That's interesting. Okay. So do I still have more hunts to do, or am I I might okay, I thought because of the update I might have been thrown back a little bit. But it doesn't look like it. It also doesn't look like there's any side quests on the local map. And it doesn't look like there are any side quests on the world maps, so go talk to Mid in a second. I do want to make sure that I understand what's going on military-wise, so I'm going to talk to Vivian as well.
My favorite pupil. How may I help you today?
One of the things that I've been trying to get used is just making sure that I understand like how a lot of interactions are kind of going. Oh, he looks so adorable, and then now he can transform, though we don't necessarily know entirely like what that entails. Something interesting is that when you look at her when she's younger and older, like you tell that she's older, but not like a crazy amount. Oh, all right. So I think we're good to continue. Oh, wait. I was like, why is Odin's dominant kind of... Ooh. And then he should be Bahamut's dominant. Anyway.
The state of the realm is
Let's
ever-changing, Clive.
Yeah.
Pretty much what we got kind of lined up here for a second is... I actually don't know where exactly the game's going to be heading. All I know is that we're going to be talking to Mid.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
And I'm still not used to everybody calling me Sid.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering, told me everything he knew about it, then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me, that one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
Oh, for me?
Who else?
Why am I always a
What do you
designated
want me to
errand
do?
guy?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
right, we're getting to work. We're getting some renown for it too.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Thankfully, I thought for whatever reason I thought that Mid wanted me to go out into the outside world, and that wasn't something that was going to be like, man, I just wanted to stay in town, not have to worry about a thing. And thank goodness, like, we can stay in town. One of the things that does suck though, that maybe they might add in a future update that would help a lot. People like me who like just getting to what I need to and then getting out is
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
like fast travel to like the important point. I think that would be.
I was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list.
Hey yo.
Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us.
Hey,
If it
free?
weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen.
No one of the blacksmith is going to be similarly nice.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Oh, I already have. Okay. Oh, now she has the platinum sword. I kind of want to pick up the Chandler's Whispers just so that way I have a copy. I don't use magic like that, which is why I was like hesitant. Oh, but I'm out of potions. Oh no, 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 no. We can't be having that now.
It'd better all be here.
Yeah, some of these fights are definitely getting harder, which I like,
Blackthorn.
mind you.
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools.
My controller almost fell. That would have been awkward.
Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
I mean, I'll take an
See what I can
airship.
do.
That's been like a
Till I'll bring
FF
them
type
over when I'm
staple.
done. If I ever am.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Okay.
It's all
Oh,
right.
why is my brain misreading like half of these words? I see like pier and everything, just like I don't know. I thought it said river. And my brain was like, where's the river? Maybe I should have taken that nap today,
Do with a good oiling, this could.
but it's fine.
How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
Oh no, we gotta
right.
go all the way
And
over
he's a
the.
friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
All right. Martha's Rest we go. Hopefully it didn't get invaded while we were gone, because I think the last time we check things out over there. Tensions were kind of higher. And I think I'll worry about blacksmith updates later. I thought I wanted to get that upgrade done now, but I was just like, oh no. That's too much work to worry about right this second. And I had totally forgot to start recording too. Because this is the case. Recording is how I get my thumbnails. All right, Martha, what you got for me?
Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
Have we been? Oh, I don't think we've. Oh, okay. I know where that is. I know where that is. We had a hunt over there a little while back, I believe. And I couldn't do too much with that area at the time. So I figured that we'll probably come back later due to narrative reasons. It looks like narrative reasons is now. So I'll take it. All right, where is our
Let's go.
little chocobo queen? Now, the real question is, did they finally level up the mobs in this area? No, they didn't. So there's not necessarily a good reason for me to fight these guys. Oh, I took the wrong turn. Tokyo Drift! I find it kind of funny that the this dash speed is sufficient for avoiding like most things here. All right, 5 gil, 10 gil. I'll take a free 15 gil. All right, Bernard, what do you want from me?
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends.
I got you.
But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
I want this man's shirt off again. I know that's a little horny on main, but it's okay. So you just got to clear the area? Sounds easy to me.
This shouldn't take long.
Let's see. It has been a minute since I last played, but that's okay. Ooh. I love how cinematic Titan is. I think I've been so used to remove though that like I would have to completely change my playstyle around, I think. Wait, more things? What if I don't want to fight more things? I will say the game actually feels a little bit better to run now though, I think. I don't know if like that's placebo or not, but I don't know. I think it does feel at least a tiny bit better. Hey, how many fiends are over here? Oh! Oh, okay, I'm over it. Man, these parries are coming in clutch. Until that was an attack. That continually looks absolutely goofy. Why can't I get my brain ready for the follow-up attack? You know what? Whatever. I can just do this. Whatever. I'm bad at this game. Sue me. So I think I might want to switch to Rama now, or Ramu.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
I'm liking, even the little side characters always get a little bit of fleshing out. Like, I mean, I would consider, like, Jill, for example, a secondary protagonist where you can kind of have that expectation that she's going to get fleshed out more. But then you get people like Martha and Bernard. I think I said his name wrong. But either way, we still have the additional characters character value for him as well.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
I would like if they didn't gossip about my girl that the game
What do
keeps
you
teasing
need?
me with.
What do you want?
So we can do the grindstone, which
Last
is
you a good while.
another sword that's going to be slightly better.
And
Actually, wait, let me read
Same
this
for you,
again
dear.
real fast. So Gaia Blade, I don't think we need. I think I already have a Gaia Blade +2. I don't have a Hunter's Hail's Claw.
no scratches, all right?
Now, obviously, this might be a little wasteful,
should
but
do
like,
ya.
so I want to try to have one copy of everything if I can help it. So, I don't know where I
How
can
am I meant to do that then?
get that last material, though.
And
Guess I'll figure it out. One day I'll figure it out. Wait, no, I can't go this way. Wait. I wish that I can kind of cut through Clive's room,
Right. See, there's
because that would make sense. And if things made sense, then we wouldn't have problems. And if we didn't have problems, we could ultimately be happy. And if we could be happy,
The little uns
then
have
if
been
being
up to
happy
their old
means that we
tricks
won't be
again.
sad, and if we won't be sad, then everything will just make sense. But we can't have things making sense now, can we? Okay. Thankfully, we are in the next area now.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
All right, Mid. Did all your favors.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope.
His hips.
Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already
I
sent over
can't.
everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
So Mid's design actually kind of reminds me of Strelitzia from Kingdom Hearts, funnily enough. And weirdly enough, I kind of like that.
That's my good deed for the day done.
That's my good
Let's
deed.
see how Jill's faring.
I love how he's like, that's my good deed for the day. Immediately after. Just side quests everywhere. And of course, one of the side quests is in the infirmary, so I might as... I have to say, I have to check on Jill.
Clive,
Talia, how's Jill?
recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
All right, so Jill's still very much so resting, but that's okay.
You have...
This side quest not adding in any additional privilege,
Just tell me...
so we are not going to care about what he needs. Because that is the type of individual that I am. Doesn't look like there's any additional side quests that'll add on any new privileges either, so
What's everyone whispering about?
we'll just keep the pacing on, you know, a lot more of the fillery side stuff like we always do at the beginning. And then towards the middle of the way, we'll sprinkle in story.
I'll go.
There we go. Next one's been acquired. Who I hope everybody's week has been well so far. Okay. Oh, and we have to look at two drastically different. for what we need. So we need to look around Amber. I believe that's this quest. Where's the weight of command? No. Okay. Gotta get some more Ammonia.
The river was easy enough to find.
Ammonia.
Now for those herbs. Thanks, Gal. This might take a while.
Honestly, the raptor didn't ask for any of that. Oh! I just wanted to make sure that I didn't take any unnecessary damage if I did not need to. It's crazy how much stronger some of my stuff is while I'm in limit break. Kind of appreciate it though.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Could you imagine if we got the wrong one? Think about it. If we had gotten the wrong plant, then people would be in danger, and we can't be having that. All right, so if we're heading to the Dragon's Eyrie. Oh, that's not too far from here.
Slavers don't even.
The chocobo do be everywhere. But I kind of appreciate that. Because, man, I didn't mind walking all that much, but just having this as a potential option just makes things so much better. Oh, there's Cole's party.
Get me back on me. Be safe. I'll tear those bastards' heads off.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Remember, guys, the One Piece is real. I would summon my no, I am going to. I love how it's like rescue the bears in the south, even though they're like
to get into the carriage.
gonna charge at me. Oh, timed that poorly. Oh, wrong move. All right, I'll bring my stagger chain. That block is so nice. Don't mind my slow reaction time. Don't mind it. But we beat everybody up. I think Titan is probably one where I might just prefer to have the access to his abilities rather than having Titan on me myself. I think I am going to put on Ramu. Yep, and then I'm going to basically keep everything else the same. There is an argument that I could put on Ignition instead, and then use Ignition in addition to the Lightning Rod. Because hypothetically, if I combine those two together, right, then I might be able to get like a very, very strong like mastery proc of Lightning Rod. So I can upgrade that. I'm at the point where I kind of want... Actually, I'm not sure what I want. Master the block. Because we're starting to slowly reach the point where I should probably like start unlocking like aerial blast or flames of rebirth, different little things like that.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
And I wasn't sure if those were actual like abilities that take up my my like ability slots. Because then I think that would probably drastically impact how I approach playing. But I feel like some of those abilities, like combine them with like for like staggering and everything, that would like on a very surface level be huge. Can I also count my blessings and be thankful that everybody is here just kind of like right in the vicinity of where I need them to be? Like, look at this.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel...
You know, the patient's not supposed to feel a thing. We'll just leave it at that. Right. Like that, we did our general helping people for a little bit of time. And now we can go back to the story. So I did the hunt that we had queued up like last stream. Why'd I skip the cutscene for this? I feel like that may have just taken
Come to claim your
more
just
time.
desserts. You earned this.
So now I got the dire wolf Jess.
All done?
What is even the dire wolf Jess? Oh, that's cool. Combo damage before, then Bullhorn's braid. That's lunge. I think I'm happy with what I have currently.
Here, what's everyone whispering about?
What I what I have currently, I think has been the very nice setup for me. Though I may take off the Berserker's Ring eventually, if only because I think I prefer the tightness that comes with the regular precision
Clive, where
dodge.
have you been?
So,
I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir
Okay.
the Frostwolf.
he likes Torgal now.
The annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers,
What?
just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're
I
right.
see.
If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Yada, yada, yada. Mid, you saw him. You couldn't have just introduced yourself? Girl. Gotta do everything over here. I hope these jelly beans are good. My mom gotten them. Special time.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
It looks like we can't do anything just quite yet. We can. I'll be
I
ready.
think I'll wait till mid's away. Take it to
Why is everything so far from one another? Okay, I just had one of them was like very buttery.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings
Not
of
sure.
strange soldiers in unexpected places.
I feel
but
about
nothing
these jelly
definitive
beans.
as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well,
Like one of them was
Keep
giving
at
like
it.
a strong
If
butter
anyone can piece this puzzle
popcorny
together,
almost
it's you.
type vibe, and I'm not about it.
and I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
A guest can either mean a very good thing or a very bad thing.
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Hey, yo.
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Byron's always a good time. Welcome surprise. Oh, we are at the Imperial Court.
The Dhalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dhalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dhalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dhalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
I don't like that.
Burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
I don't like that decision.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
I don't like that decision one bit.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
He literally just got all the way back. Wow. All right.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once.
Can I get some lunch first?
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Dang, they know that he's gonna backstab him.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
I don't know why the little action figure of her, of the kids, reminds me of Diner from FF9.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Hey, don't hate on the uncle.
After another around here.
Why is there a loud... Like, I don't know why I didn't notice from why there was just a loud bell. I'm just noticing everything for the first time, even though it's been like this for a while.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
Yeah, he has no hands.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
We convert the prince over to our side and then we fight?
I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes. It seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang, A place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance.
No, they would have to cut right through, right?
The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canverward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
So Uncle's gonna be our partner.
Boy. Time waits for no man.
But I feel like I low-key feel like our uncle's gonna get killed.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The lands around the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Rosina Dalamil.
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto,
toxic.
I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Bruh.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Byron joined the party. I didn't realize like where we were heading, like relative to where we were currently. We haven't been to the desert yet, so I'm kind of excited about that at the very least. The Dhalmekian Republic. The only thing that's really gonna suck about the desert is that I do not like actually fighting the Dhalmekian Republic all that much. But we'll do what we can. Got a nice frosty dog. Got our
I
uncle.
was a young man when last I walked this path.
And now you're escorting your nephew and his good boy.
Trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sands. Yep. I was trying to think of like, oh, and this is like our first new region in quite some time, I
Our
think.
destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Fly, Ambrosia.
And also the nice thing is that we do have our chocobo with us. Actually, I think it's our first time having my chocobo with us
when you were
exploring
just
the
a
new
boy,
area.
You and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
I love that he has like the embarrassing child story too. This is nice. I love seeing little things like that. Oh, I was saying they're thinking that they're gonna force me to listen to more. Luckily, this isn't like a desert and like there's a maze or little thing or anything like that. Hey, I see little footprints and everything too. Nice little trail.
There she is, the good old Dhalmekia Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
No, uncle. Just because I can be old enough to responsibly drink doesn't mean I should. Oh, he's so hot.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Don't become a pub brawl. Don't become a pub brawl.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Oh. Wait. Homie, you're getting worse.
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
I don't think that medicine's working. But they're gonna have them this close together and they're not gonna interact. That's so sad. Oh, that's so sad.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Kupka, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Why can't anybody ever just not keep their mouths closed?
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
Me too. Me abso-flippin'-lutely too.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Dang. I thought Uncle was gonna fight with us.
Thank you.
Try it.
Oh, these guys did not ask for any of what I just delivered.
Just like that.
Now, will she realize that that's live and we can finally get some, like, at the very least, like, brief and interaction? I want them to interact again so badly.
for your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Has she never met Clive? So I'm mad. She never met Clive, so
Clive?
I'm so sad.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Right now I'm trying to decide on if I'm okay with what just transpired, and I don't think I am. Not one bit.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on.
Oh no.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
Is it?
It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dhalmekia, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dhalmekia is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Right.
Looks like we're getting back to Drake's family.
Light it for
I get to be like, hello. Who runs this
Anything
joint?
I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dhalmekia's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dhalmekia, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
What do you want?
I was
Fancy
chugging
I'm
water.
busy.
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dhalmekia. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
I mean, I think, well, honestly, that statement actually does hold a little true if you think about it, just due to how they're kind of
How many times do I have to tell you?
being one another. Wait. I was gonna say, I was like, where's the Briar's Kiss? Like, do I walk down this way? No. Oh wait, I'm silly.
Hanging lanterns.
No, I'm still silly. I'll actually go to that shop while I'm thinking about it, though.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Good day, my lord.
Need the platinum sword, don't need either of those, don't need the hunt. I will most definitely take this. I will figure out my equipment in a little bit.
Here you are.
Meteorite, good on the Desert Rose.
An excellent choice.
Okay, hold up. Having both of these having their cooldown reduced is going to be huge. Want me to speak with the villagers? Game, gotta give me some villagers to speak to. Unless, do I have to work my way up, maybe? Shows you how much I was paying attention to the cutscene.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Probably is not the... Probably not the correct way. So let's just see who we can find. So there's nobody chilling over here.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have?
Wait, he wasn't... I'm mad.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dhalmekia. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Sweet incense. What?
I wonder if he's gonna be like, I'll help you
Excuse
for
me.
money.
Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dhalmekia? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Just look at the detail.
Do you think we can trust him?
You know, I realize a lot of desert sections in like games like this always end up having these types of sections where you have to keep talking to all the
So
civilians.
you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Nothing's ever simple. You know, this might be a tiny bit overkill, but it's fun. Made short work of them, though. I'll take some of them gill bugs.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Glad we're finally getting somewhere.
Needed to a silken softness.
Wait. I saw.
Cloud with a crown.
Go flat.
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpet.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dhalmekia being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
Yep.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust.
Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing.
And we currently have
And nothing is exactly what you have.
Exactly, period.
And so for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
I'd say we take him out.
So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries.
Yikes.
We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dhalmekia. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
Good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play.
Little,
I'd rather not
Byron
drag
know
this
I'm
parlor
terrible
game
at
on any
puzzles.
longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
I think they only designed for dominance to be in my party.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dhalmekia.
All right, let's go talk to the residents and do our very long desert side quest.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
So there might be a crystal hoarding situation of some kind. That is the first conclusion I came to. Central crystal hoarding situation. What do you gotta say?
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dhalmekia seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
So Dhalmekia is currently just getting a lot of attention. They're taking all the resources, and what's going to be our third kind of reason and justification?
Light, meat, and dark. Fresh
much
Alright, girl,
you need.
what do you got for me?
Well, I hope you get... What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm
Oh,
not
sword
a soldier.
polishing.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some
really?
pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Dhalmekia and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabric.
My brain already forgetting where the inn is.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Oh, hey, girl.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
But
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
what? Well, he's not being Mr. Drunk Flirt. Should be fine, right?
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
So it wouldn't. So it told me to go upstairs. It won't let me open the door. Oh, there's this upstairs. Gotcha.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Undo his thing. He's a sweet talker. Okay.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals.
Oh,
I had no luck,
really?
of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet
He
with the
does a
men,
much better job of putting
just as you
together a
arranged,
conclusion than I do.
and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult.
We're probably not at the
Just
difficult
goes to
part yet.
show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
of course.
Got our daily petting in. Why did you put it all the way over there?
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
Felt that. Something sweet. Like a candy, smoothie, I walk the wrong way. We're all just struggling today.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Needed to a silken soft. Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpets have pride of place.
But yeah, I guess I can talk a little bit about my relationships with desert sections in video games. I tend to not like the desert sections nearly as much, just in my very general experience. And kind of largest reason for that is because of sections like this, where either there's some long chain of events that you have to do that kind of deal with the fact that you're dealing with basically traders and thieves and all that's and all those types of people within the desert. And because of that, you know, you got to go about doing dialogue a specific way, talk to specific people, memorize specific things for a puzzle, or you can end up having a giant like desert maze type section. Neither I don't find a lot of fun.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
Ayo.
But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
You know, the amount of crowd control that I do have for this is like honestly not half bad.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Why is the captain just chilling over here? Well, he's not chilling over there no more. Oh. Get him, boy. I'm just keeping the combat a little simple right now, to be honest. It do have. Oh. It's been a long day.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dhalmekia had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Don't worry, I got this big old wagon right here, the Dumpy. Could you imagine?
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well,
wow.
Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Yes, the other button to add to my collection.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dhalmekia is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Postelan. Tuisakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Hey, yo.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I'm still mad about those jelly beans, by the way, guys. Still very viscerally upset. Okay. I think I'm going to cut the stream a little short here because it's a little late night and I unfortunately have something very important to do in the morning. I think this is as good a spot as I need to end things off. Got a little bit of thumbnail work to go with. So anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching today. And I am surprised that I had not saved in quite some time. I'm glad that I saved now. But next time we play, we will probably deal with Kupka. And that's going to be nice. So I'll definitely see you guys all in the next one, okay? Hope you guys have a good rest of your day or night.